Hey everyone, I have a message, and it's about, well, so many different things are coming through. So there's victim mentality, accountability, and validation. Now these are three things that often play into each other, but I want to focus on validation first. So validation, it's very important to be able to validate yourself. It's very important to be able to lift yourself up. It's very important to be able to operate by yourself without the need for constant validation. However, you are still worthy of validation, and it's still very important what other people think about you. Okay? Do not disregard other people and their feelings towards you just because you don't need their validation. Okay? And it's important how other people think of you because other people are important. Okay? I don't like how the spiritual community has demonized validation. I think that validation is not the most important thing for sure. You need to be able to operate without somebody else's validation, but other people's opinions of you are still important. Now, what you do with their opinions and how you internalize them is an entirely another topic. And it all starts with accountability. So, if somebody else is letting you know that something that you did made them feel uncomfortable, you first have to acknowledge their feelings. Understand that their feelings are valid, and then you need to take accountability for what you did, and you also need to reflect on whether or not what you did was actually something that genuinely hurt them. So, like, if you said something that kind of triggered them, their feelings are valid. Them being triggered about what you said, valid. But at the same time, you can also recognize that whatever you said, you didn't say it with bad intentions. You were just saying how you felt. You were just saying the truth. You were just, speaking from the heart. So it's just instances like that where whenever you have pure positive intentions and then, the other person, gets you fucked up, acknowledge that whatever triggered them, valid, okay? Valid for their experience, but then also stand up for yourself and understand that you don't need their validation to know that you have pure positive intentions. So yeah, take accountability and just be really aware. Be really aware of your intentions and also how the people around you are coming off and how you're coming off to the people around you. Oh my goodness. We got the Empress, and then we also have the Hierophant. So there's quite a bit of deception. Around you. It's pertaining to your dreams and aspirations. It's you feeling like you can't continue. I heard you can't move forward. You can't do this. You can't do that. You're never gonna be successful. That's where this is causing a lot of apathy. You need to have a lot more grace and compassion for yourself. Life is fluid. It's not, and with fluid comes waves, okay? And it's not just gonna be a straight line, okay? Life is a little But no matter what happens, you always need to bounce back. I heard you always need to learn how to make these situations work out for you in whatever way makes most sense to you. Okay, feel your feelings, acknowledge whenever shit hits the fan, acknowledge whenever shit feels like it sucks. Okay, and validate that and do whatever you need to do to lift yourself up and make yourself feel better, as long as it doesn't have adverse side effects. So do not go smoke that cigarette. Do not, no. Okay? However, you are going to have to learn the lessons that you need to learn through your own experience and through time. But always come back to discipline. Always come back to the things that keep you in that headspace of discipline. So, whether it's something small like saying your affirmations to yourself in the mirror, or going outside for a walk, or go giving your family a hug, or, just hold yourself accountable in that sense and stay on track in any way that you can. Knight of Cups, it's like being your own best friend. Like, if you were your own best friend, how would you treat you? There's a lot of sixes in this message, and it's 7:33 on the time, so those numbers could be significant, but 6, it's the number of reflection, so you just really need a lot of reflection right now, and you need to be doing the small things that really help keep you in alignment, that really help keep you accountable, and doing things that are best for you, no matter how trivial, during tough times. Because we are in some tough times, like as a whole, as humanity, we are in some tough times, and most of us are going through it right now. And I just want to say that the hope that is for you is ultimately, like, the light at the end of the tunnel, okay, is ultimately however much hope you have for yourself, however much grit I heard that you have, like, however, you need to be patient and establish a routine, but however much faith you have in yourself is ultimately, like, your future, right? Because the future and the past live in the present, and they vibrate at the frequency of your thoughts. So however you are thinking about your future, however you are thinking about your past, that is ultimately your truth right now. That is ultimately how you're choosing to move forward. That is ultimately how your future is going to go. So really reflect on how you're thinking about your future, reflect on how you're thinking about yourself in the present moment, and just really take accountability for the thoughts that you need to change so that your future can look brighter to you, so that you can have more faith in yourself, so that it's easier to stay on track and keep yourself, disciplined in your routines. There's a lot of inner conflict and outer conflict, so you could be in an environment that does not suit you, that you've outgrown, but there's just like a lot of disharmony around you, a lot of people projecting, and it's sort of getting to you in a way, and that's completely understandable. Give yourself so much grace and understanding, but also hold yourself accountable for how you're internalizing other people's projections, and how you can only give your power away. Like, nobody can take it from you. You give your power away, and people may prey on that if you don't have those energetic boundaries that you need. So just really establish energetic boundaries so that you are safe, solid, and secure in your energy, so that people cannot steal your power, so that people cannot take you out of love, so that people, whenever they project onto you, those projections just bounce off. Yep. because that's where this lack of inner trust is coming from. Stop internalizing people's projections. I love you so much. Peace.